A king is a king no matter what happens to him. He does not change because he meets a woman that's not on his wavelength. He continues to be the same regardless. A peasant is a man who is in a grown body, but his mind is still very immature and very childish. And so he does not see the importance of respecting a woman or protecting a woman or being there for a woman or uplifting her. He only is in it for what he can get, and then he's out the door. You can give your own self a good time. You can make your own self feel good. Why go seek out somebody for that purpose if that's all you have to offer them or that's all you want from them? That's a waste. That's a waste of energy and it's a waste of time, and you're wasting somebody else's time. A king is a king no matter what circumstance. There's a lot of things in life that happen to see if we're going to allow those situations to change us for the better or for the worse. A king always allows whatever he's going through in his life to continue to strengthen him as a learning process to grow and be more of a king. And he sees women as queens, and he sees women whether he knows them or doesn't know them, whether he talks to them or doesn't or have not had a conversation with them. Every woman he comes across, he sees her as a reflection of his other half, whether he has an other half or not, whether he has met the woman he gonna spend the rest of his life with. He respects women the same way he would respect his mother, the same way he respects his aunt, the same way he respects his sister, and if he has a daughter, the same way he would respect his daughter as he respects other women. And so he does not have to know her to help her with some heavy bags if she's carrying some heavy bags. He doesn't have to know her to protect her if she's in harm's way. He does not have to be with a woman for him to uplift her and say something nice to her and mean it and not be saying it as a means to get her in the bed. The difference in a king and a peasant is a peasant is trying to get approval from the crowd because he lacks self-worth. So he uses women for his self-worth and his value, and he thinks that having a lot of women makes him more valuable, because he does not have value within himself outside of the women that he sleeps with. He does not see the value of one woman. He thinks he has to have multiple women to feel secure because he's trying to fill a void within himself with sacred energy exchange. And when you exchange energies with somebody who is toxic, who has no love for you, who does not care if they see you tomorrow, who does not care what you're going through and what you're experiencing, who has no compassion for you, then that toxic energy is exchanged onto you. But when you become one with a king, with a man who wants to see you tomorrow, that wants to build a future with you, that cannot see his life without you, that will not be seeking out other women to replace you or having a bunch of women to make himself feel secure, and that he can build and have something with you, when he comes into your life, he will add value to your life, value that you already have within yourself, and not accepting anything less than a king. Women, how you present the package says everything. If you got everything hanging out on these social media apps, why should a man respect you? If he see you out somewhere and you got cleavage hanging out, booty cheeks hanging out, why should he respect you? Why should he not think that you're easy? Even if you covered up, if he can hop over your house the first time he meets you, if he can already be in your house, then he already know you're easy because it didn't take nothing for him to get there. All he had to do was buy you a cheeseburger and he was over there. So it's not just in how you dress and how you present the package, but it's also taking time to get to know the man and seeing him out, and not just inviting him over and not just letting him lay in your bed and let him sit on your couch, but y'all get out together and do the courting process, because during the courting process is when you see how a person really is. That's when you see if that's somebody you want to share your body with. That's when you see if that's somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. And it doesn't take 5 years for somebody to know if they want to marry somebody. You don't even know if you're going to live 5 years from now. You don't even know if you're going to live 10 years from now. So it doesn't take a person long to know whether they feeling you or they not, whether they into you or they're not. And when they say they need more time, that's really just saying they're not interested, but they don't want to say that because they want to keep getting the goodies. There's a difference between a king and a peasant, because the king will say, put some clothes on. I'm not going to let the fact that you're not where I'm at mentally stop me from being interested, but you need to cover yourself up. I didn't come over here to get in the bed with you. I came over here to see how you was doing. But a peasant, he gonna take every opportunity that's thrown at him because he thirsty. A king is full. He's satisfied in what in the qualities he already have inside, so he can transfer them same qualities to a woman who has been broken and thinking that that's what she got to do to keep a man. He could transfer that love to her and say, you know what, I'm not in your life for that. I can get that anywhere. I see something in you. I see potential in you. And that's why I'm standing by you. Not because you offering this and offering that to me in the bedroom, but because I see something in you greater than what I can get out the bedroom. That's the difference between a peasant and a king. Because a king is bringing things to your life, not just bringing something to the table, but he's bringing something to the table of your heart that you can stay full off of. And a peasant is leaving you starving and thirsty. And a peasant is thirsty himself. So how can he feel you when he thirsty?